Hello, my friends. Let's talk video games today. No, not talking about playing them. I know there's a lot of y'all that don't play video games and stuff, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's also a lot of y'all that are my friends that nowadays you have kids, and something that has always bothered me, and some of you have heard me say stuff like this before, but I used to work in a video game store in college, and so I dealt with this a lot. But now, when I get online, put my little headset on and all that, and I look really cool with my headset on, uh, you hear so many kids on games that are not meant for kids. And I don't know what the disconnect is with parents these days. I know in the video game store I used to work in, a lot of parents, like for instance, GTA 3, Grand Theft Auto 3. It was came out like October of 2001, I think, if I'm correct on that. Anyway, that's when I was working in the store, and people would come in, and it was like super popular when it came out, of course, because it was this huge world. You can go around and do anything, and it was 3D. And people would come in and be like, "Oh, here, little Timmy wants this Grand Theft Auto." And I'm like, that's a mature game, right? What? It's a mature game. Oh, well, it's just a video game. He's fine. No, but it's made for adults. Well, what do you mean? Well, it's got cussing and drugs and prostitution and other. Well, he sees that on TV anyway. It'll keep him quiet. Really, really. And I'm not exaggerating. That was a lot of people. Now there would be some people. In fact, there's probably some kids that grew up hating me because there was a few parents that I told that to, and they like looked at their kid and they're like, "Is this true, Billy?" And the kid's like, "No, no, I want the game, please, no, no." And she's like, "You put it back on the shelf and you go get Bubble Adventures." And he's like, "I hate Bubble Adventures. I want to rob people on GTA." Anyway. And so they probably grow up and they're like, "I hated that guy that worked at the video game store." But the reason I bring all this up is because as a grown man, I like really crazy, violent video games because they're not real, and I understand that. Same reason I like crazy movies. That being said, I even have to be careful what I let into this old noggin here. You think you can control some stuff, but sometimes I see some foul stuff in video games and movies that kind of has an effect. There's some crazy stuff out there. But there's so many people that have nowadays. I get on my headset on Grand Theft Auto 5 now. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5, mind you, if you watch some of my little broadcasts and stuff, you'll see how crazy it is, especially when I'm doing like Trevor missions. Woo! Trevor's a little out there. But there's rape, there's straight up murder, like brutal murder, not just like boom boom you're dead. No, like stomping your head in on the concrete. There's drug deals, there's cussing, there's prostitution, and when I'm talking, and the new GTA, when you pick up a prostitute, so I've heard, because my friends did it online and told me about it, but when you pick up a prostitute, the things you hear, woo, buddy, they don't just say, "Ooh, oh, that was good." Oh, no, no, no. No, there's detail, friends. There is detail. But you get on the headset, and literally, me and my friends, we're all grown up. We will hear kids that can't even hardly, put sentences together on GTA. I'm talking about kids, you hear them saying filthy stuff. They'll be like, "Oh, yeah? Well, your mom sucks it, and I'm gonna F you in your A. What do you think of that, mother effer?" And I'm trying to control my language because I'm trying to watch it. But I mean, they obviously let it fly. And first of all, it's so weird when you hear a kid say that because you're like, really? Did that kid just say that? That's just really strange hearing a kid talk so filthy. But secondly, I'm sitting there like, who is letting their children play this game? I mean, seriously, not only, the bad stuff that's in the game, but what about the people online on the headsets? I mean, I've heard people say some crazy stuff on headsets. I've said crazy stuff on headsets. And a lot of times I'll kind of troll the kids. If I hear a kid playing GTA, I'll change my voice or something like, "Does your mama know you playing that game, boy? Does your mama know you playing that game?" And like 9 times out of 10, the kid will be like, "Yeah, she bought it for me, idiot. Go F yourself." And I'm just like, "You got a filthy mouth, boy." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, well, you mother effer." It's just like, wow, like, what are these kids going to grow up? I mean, what are they going to grow up into? Talking like that at the age that they are? I mean, it ain't Mario anymore. So those of you who got kids, I'll keep this, kind of short. I know I ramble on a bit, but if you got kids, please don't be stupid enough to just let them play anything. Research it. Make sure it's not filthy, violent, sexual craziness, because there are games that are just as bad. I mean, if you're going to give them a game like GTA, you might as well just go hand them a porn. I mean, just saying. So, yeah, love y'all, and please love your children and love the rest of us so we don't get more of these psychopaths growing up that don't understand reality versus video games.